Okay, so my goal today is to explain cellular respiration and then link cellular respiration and photosynthesis to the gospel. Cellular respiration starts outside of the mitochondria. This is a very simple depiction of a mitochondria in the cytoplasm of the cell. And it starts with glycolysis, which does not need oxygen to occur. It basically is the process of turning a 6-carbon glucose molecule breaking down into two 3-carbon pyruvate molecules, which produces a net of 2 ATP. That moves into the matrix of the mitochondria in this inner membrane space, and that is where pyruvate oxidation occurs, where pyruvates break down into 2 acetyl groups, and those link to CoA enzymes, which continue into the Krebs cycle, which is a series of redox reactions, a cycle of redox reactions that eventually produces CO2 as a product that is diffused outside of the cell to ATP, NADH, and FADH. NADH and FADH are electron carrier molecules that bring electrons through into this electron transport chain, which creates this electron-proton gradient, where the protons are pushed through the inner membrane into the intramembrane space, and they basically form a high concentration of protons there. So they want to go back into the matrix, and they do that through ATP synthase channels. And as they go through, the channels shake, which provides the energy to synthesize ATP. And when there is not enough oxygen present for the rest of this cycle, which needs oxygen, NADH and FADH will bring electrons back to the pyruvate molecules. So NADH can become NADH plus and continue the cycle, continue glycolysis. And that's the process of fermentation, basically. It's just needed when there's not enough oxygen present to continue the cycle until more oxygen is there. That's a simple depiction of cellular respiration, and I just wanted to connect it to the gospel in the way that as both cellular respiration and photosynthesis are necessary for cell growth, there is an opposition in all things, and for us to grow, that is necessary, that there's the good and the bad, happiness and sadness, sickness and health. It shows me that God understands the need for these things, and is willing to help us through it. He wants us to learn and grow and to become like Him, and without those bad things, even our challenges, we wouldn't be able to. There would be no purpose. And that's the same with cellular respiration and photosynthesis. Without one, there wouldn't be growth. There wouldn't be a purpose to the creation of these cells. So that's a little gospel understanding that I thought of, and yeah, it just makes me really grateful that God can make opposites that play off of each other, opposites that don't seem to work with each other, but do, and that's all for our growth. So yeah.